on supporting United Way Emerging Leaders Society. We are thrilled to have you at our first ever case competition. United Way Emerging Leaders Society, or ELS, is an affinity group of young professionals who are dedicated to supporting educational efforts in our community and furthering positive change. Our tagline is "Do Something Big," and that's exactly what every team member here is doing tonight. So thank you so much for all the time and energy that you've put into this competition.
In today's marketplace, we believe that there needs to be a diversity of ideas and talent. So what a perfect way to demonstrate that. We're seeking the great minds of young professionals, we're seeking their vitality, and we're pairing them up with executives across sectors who have the expertise. Teams will be evaluated by three things: their creativity, their research, and the quality of their solution. But here's what's great. This evening, you'll actually have an opportunity to invest in the winning idea. Together, we'll find the best way to build a stronger community and help hardworking families.
What do our teams win? They're going to have a chance to implement their strategy with the United Way, and also they're going to receive a private reception with the City of Hartford's Mayor, Luke Roman. Let us let you know who our judges are. Our President and CEO of the Hartford Steam Boiler Inspection and Insurance Company, Greg Baratz. He is the Executive Vice President and Chief Administrative Officer of the Travelers, Andy Assad. Of course, you know this young lady. She is the chair of our Emerging Leaders Society, a United Way board member, director of our Personal Lines Agency Analytics at the Hartford Financial Service Group, Jenny Cherry. She's not only a volunteer for the United Way, but you'll also find her at Comcast, where she serves as a Director of Human Resources for Western New England Regions, Erica Dean. President and CEO of HART, Andre Barton Reeves. Principal of Blueback LLC, Eric Thompson. So now for our teams. This team's motto is "Failure is not an option for the young ones."
The current generation is discouraged and removed from the mission of United Way. We are here today to propose a change, starting at the workplace. But in order to have a meaningful and lasting impact, we have to re-engage the community and remind them why it is important to be a part of United Way.
Small groups of employees from a corporation that supports a United Way campaign will choose a volunteer project from the United Way platform, Get Connected. Their excitement and enthusiasm when they come back to their workplace and tell their coworkers about their project will be infectious and will cause more employees to want to go out and get involved.
They would pledge if they felt personally connected to the cause.
We improve corporation and employee engagement while at the same time reduce the donor churn. By showcasing the United Way's mission to the next generation of donors, we ensure to build a community around volunteering and giving at every single workplace.
Without any further ado, let's give up team number 2, the GOATs. They are our sponsors here this evening and our mascot.
Well, hey guys, it's that time of year. United Way is putting on their Community Fund campaign here.
Boss man, the United Way, that's that organization we see on Sunday football, right? They have those commercials and all that.
Come on, see, they actually do a whole lot more than that. You know, the money that we raise for our campaign goes back to the community. They distribute it all throughout different kinds of campaigns, everything.
That's great, but I mean, money can be tight sometimes, and I'm locked up in my personal life. What do I got to do to United Way?
Okay, Choppers, you have an idea? What is it, Choppers?
Choppers. An incentive program, Choppers. That's a great idea.
Team number 3, it's a cruel world.
What kind of world do we live in? A cruel world. Our solution is two-faced. We have a short-term solution and a long-term solution. Our short-term solution addresses all the short-term issues and will yield immediate results, while the long-term solution will bring about a series of sustainable growth for United Way to implement in the future.
For our short-term solution, we have 4 initiatives we'd like United Way to focus on. 1, relationships, 2, engagement, and 3, marketing.
So the long-term solution will utilize students to engage in United Way's fundraising process.
All right, next up we have the Fab 5.
Fab 5 is here today to present you guys with Project Boost. an innovative and effective solution that will leverage United Way's expertise and resources to boost donor dollars and increase the impact in the community. What we found is that 64% of CEOs are looking to invest more in corporate social responsibility. CSR is a growing trend in the corporate world, and based on United Way's strong network with nonprofits and expertise in community investment, we think this is a perfect opportunity for them to capitalize.
Additionally, we believe that there should be a greater presence at university career expos, and the internship roles should be redesigned to encompass this new focus on CSR consulting.
Our next team is so confident they only brought 2 of their members. Team Arias.
Connecticut is changing. Recently, many big corporations have been leaving the state, and the donor base has been changing rapidly. So to pace with this change, it's necessary to adapt to the dynamic of business demographics in Connecticut and broaden the spectrum of campaigns. With these strategies like sharing success stories for increased touch points and approaching more sectors and sizes of companies, United Way can organically boost the effectiveness of workplace campaigns, both in amount of dollars and donors.
So how many people are familiar with Jessica Feldman? So this was her vision. Jessica thought, how can I get all of our emerging leaders, the community, important people out there, our CEOs, our leaders, and how can we bring this all together to benefit an amazing organization like United Way? So that's where she came up with this case competition.
It's been such a pleasure creating this event with United Way. I'm so excited to see where this goes, and can't thank you enough for everyone's enthusiasm and participation. And just goes to show that United Way is all about building community, and you guys are proving it by participating. So to the 5 competitors who haven't gone yet, good luck, and may the best team win.
All right, so let's bring out team number 6, GTCT.
Most millennials are empowered to give and engaged to contribute to a cause of their own when they have the autonomy to do so. And with that, we've coined an innovative solution we're calling Making Sense.
It's a fresh perspective on the traditional workplace campaign, where employees will go out and do a day of service as they start out with and get onboarded with the company. This is going to promote a sense of belonging with the organization and really drive the engagement that the traditional workplace program doesn't have. Employees will opt to round down their checks with the remainder, literally making sense, going to the United Way. Conversely, companies will opt in to have their corporate cards that their employees are using on a daily basis round up with those cents going to the United Way as well.
We hope you can see that for today's workforce, the Making Sense workplace campaign just makes sense.
Next team we have coming out, they are the Average Joes.
Well, from our research, we found that small businesses from the aggregate level, they make up nearly half the workforce in Connecticut. So that's over 730,000 people. And looking at averages, if you could get this group to be engaged even up to 2%, you would accrue almost $20 million, which would reach your 2017-18 campaign. We should get this group involved because who's more invested in the local community? A large corporation that's rotating millennials 2 years at a time to a place they're probably not even from, or these homegrown local businesses that have been here for years? They're the ones who care, and they're the ones who are most likely going to make the biggest contribution.
Let's bring out our next team, which is by the Hartford Financial Service Group, United We Stags.
Online giving grew 7.9% in 2016, and 7.2% of all fundraising was via online donations. So in turn, millennials expect transparency, sophisticated storytelling, and technical savvy from their charitable organizations.
They came up with 4 separate goals in order to support our concept. So 1 is to create greater transparency for what the United Way does. 2, to introduce an untapped method of funding for the United Way. 3, to establish a solid foundation of followers via social media on both a personal level and on a corporate level as well. And 4, to encourage friendly competition among all size companies in the area. And so how we proposed to do this was utilizing 3 forms of social media via Snapchat, Facebook, and Instagram, not only for their popularity amongst millennials, but also for their data and analytics qualities as well, where we'll be able to track the number of followers, the number of likes, the number of conversations, and the overall reach and success of the campaigns that we propose.
You feel the competition because this team traveled from all over the United States to be here today. We have people from Arizona, Florida, Pennsylvania, ELS Team Flying.
As Team Fun, we're promoting an idea to directly engage millennial professionals in the greater Hartford community to address these challenges. Our solution to United Way's challenges is the Young Ambassadors Program, a cohort of elite young professionals that will serve as the catalyst for increased collaboration between partner companies in the United Way.
Team Fun really believes that the Young Ambassador Program will not only engage our millennials here in the local community, but it will also create a mutually beneficial relationship for the United Way for the foreseeable future.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is UTC Aerospace System employee.
The United Way has some unique challenges, and we have some creative solutions that we think can help address those challenges. Social media, having a broader impact there, direct mail fundraising, an event strategy, as well as a new leadership society.
We would recommend that United Way pursue both a short-term and a long-term social media strategy. So for example, in the short term, I think everybody's familiar with something like the Ice Bucket Challenge, doing one-time blitz campaigns like that, as well as focusing on a long-term strategy, which would be utilizing something more along the lines of structured, creative hashtags.
Also, now the judges have a very tough task of deliberating and picking our winning team.
Boy, this has been an amazing, amazing evening. An incredible 10 groups of young professionals that are the best and the brightest, that really speak to what this community is about and really speak to the fact that this is our community and this is our United Way. The heart and soul was our team manager, and that's Rebecca. And I just want to thank you, Rebecca, for that. Thank you.
Clearly, it was a long, tough deliberation. We had a very passionate discussion about all of the great proposals. We had 10 great proposals tonight. I think there are valuable things in every single one of them that we're excited to take back to the United Way staff and board for some suggestions for how we can implement some things from every single one. But I am very pleased to announce that our winning proposal this evening, which will be implemented by United Way, is Grant Thornton, Team GTCT. Come on up, please. We thought your proposal was creative, a really unique approach to the challenge, and also something that I think really tackled every single aspect of the challenge, right? Increasing the number of workplaces that we're going to participate, increasing the number of people at workplaces that we're going to give, and decreasing donor churn. So great job, guys. Thank you so much.